water hole to be able to make sure this area here doesn't gather water. I have this product called a Tarp Buddy that I've been thinking about using, but my issue with it is I think I'm still gonna end up getting spots that fill with water. This will be a waste of time. Definitely frustrated with this thing right now. It's beautiful at the moment, but it's been more of a pain since, I mean, look at this, I haven't gotten much done. Anyways, I'll figure it out. I'm probably gonna need 2 of these for it to reach anyway, so let's do that step first. 1, 2. Honestly, I don't even know if those are gonna hold. Alright. Press it through. Got it. Grab that. So before I was using paracord to use slip knot, and that did not seem to be working. Here comes the wind. I'll hold on to it. Not a task for one weak grip. Loop, but I think I just realized this is a pretty damn hard thing to do on this heavy tarp. Only had a third hand, and the wind picks up. Try and grab a hold of it with pliers. It really picks up. Alright, I lost it. There's my slip knot for the time when I tried it. So, we have finished putting up the shelter. It's been secured in such a way that we have had significant storms come through, and it's still holding up. Moreover, we've actually gotten our first little load of lumber, and we'll be making plans to actually start building, and for those of you who want to see progress on the tiny house, I'll finally be happy. For those of you that are actually interested in this building of the shelter adventure, I'll show you the key things that actually made it happen and be able to withstand. We had tornadoes come nearby. There was 80-mile-per-hour winds. It's still there, and the area underneath the tiny house trailer is dry. So if I would have had lumber on there that I didn't want to get wet, it would have been dry or whatever. Let's take a look at Leah and Lisa's tiny house shelter, and next time, putting in the subfloor. So when getting the shelter to actually hold and shed water. I was most worried in the setup that it is right now, that little bubble on the right still being able to hold water. But since there was a little bit of a bubble on the left, I decided let it rain and see if I needed to adjust it afterwards. Turns out that wasn't that big of an issue, but something that was important were these holes are 2 feet in the ground, and I thought that was enough, but there was lateral pressure, right next to the camera. There was lateral pressure, and so it's now tied off to a stump down below. And 2 poles down. There's one there on that pole. And this one I'll tie off in a little bit. Not as worried about it now, but it has a little rope to set it up. And so now it is definitely shedding water on both sides. The center pole is holding itself just fine. Let's take a look outside. So the most important to keep it from having it sag was getting that area where the stain is from sagging down. And to be able to do that, I had to grab the edge of the tarp and pull it back this direction as far as I could. And I was lucky, it just so happened there's a stump. I was able to put the edge of the tarp over and then lag bolt in place a hook. And that holds it there pretty well. It's got some good tension. So, the only spot I was worried about is back there, but it has been shedding water even after a torrential downpour that we had the other day. So I'm hopeful I don't have to mess with this anymore. I'll be very thankful for that. And I have a dry workplace to work and some lumber to put on the cross beams to start building the subfloor for the next video. See you guys next time on Lee and Lisa Goes Tiny.